Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I got this look using Jaclyn Hill's collaboration eyeshadow palette with Morphe. This look is super smoky and colorful, and it's perfect if you want to step outside your comfort zone a little bit. I absolutely love the palette. I think that Jaclyn and Morphe both did an incredible job on it. Also, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for the well wishes on my new apartment. I'm finally moved in, and this is the first video filming here. All right, so let's get into the look. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyelids with the new Tarte Lid Lock. This is in the shade Buff. Typically, I use a concealer, but I absolutely fell in love with this. It did a really, really good job. So I'm just picking it up on a city color brush, and I'm working this all over my lids. I didn't feel the need to set this. It wasn't like using a concealer. It went on pretty matte. I didn't experience any skipping or anything. All of my eyeshadow blended out beautifully. To start off, I'm going to be taking this light brown shade, and I'm using a BH Cosmetics brush. This is from their Carnival set, and I'm just starting off by defining the crease. Now I'm going to grab this medium plummy brown on a smaller Morphe brush. This is the E17. And I'm going to focus this more in my crease. I'm going to really push it into my crease and really define my eye shape, but I'm making sure to blend into that initial shade. I'm just going to go back and forth with this shade and the initial shade we went in with to make sure that the blending is seamless. Now I'm going to pick up this darker plum shade. It's basically like a darker version of the one we just went in with. And using the Morphe E18 brush, I'm going to really focus this in my crease. So as I'm going in with darker colors, the brushes are getting smaller, and I'm focusing more on the outer corner. So I'm going to start building up that kind of cat eye effect on the outer lid. Then using my favorite brush, my City Color CCB 103 brush, I'm going to start dragging this down onto the lower lash line. And I'm going to focus this on the outer 2/3 of the lower lash line. This shade almost looks black, but it's more plum. So I'm taking this on a definer brush by Morphe, and I'm just going to start working this really close to the lower lash line and then bringing it up. I'm using the City Color CCB 103 brush to drag this up to the upper part of the eye and kind of winging it out at the side. So I'm exaggerating that cat eye. This sort of creates a guide for when I go in with my darker shadows on the upper lid. Now using my Sigma E54 brush, I'm going to start packing that shade on the outer corner close to my lash line. So I'm making sure not to bring this up into the crease or up too high on the lid. And then once you have that color packed on, you can go in with a small fluffy brush and then start blending it. Now I'm going to pick up this gorgeous burgundy shade on that same brush. I'm going to start packing it on the lid, sort of blending it into that dark plum. And I'm placing this in the center of the lid, but I'm keeping it at a diagonal to make sure that I'm accentuating that cat eye. And then if you feel like you lost a little bit of the darker shadow, you can go back in and just kind of beef that up. Now I'm going to grab this metallic burgundy shade, and using a clean CCB 103 brush, I'm going to start packing this on the very inner corner of the lid. So I'm blending it into that burgundy, and I want to make sure that the inner part is very metallic, but I don't want to lose the matte burgundy. I wanted to intensify that a little bit, so I'm picking up a little MAC Fix Plus, and I'm just going to spritz my brush. Now I'm going to grab this foiled royal blue, and I'm going to start working this on the lower lash line in the inner corner. Kind of regretted this when I started doing it. I didn't absolutely love it, but I kind of wanted to make it work. So then I decided to pick up a little bit of that purple and really smoke out the lower lash line. Now I'm grabbing this beautiful pink champagne shade and I'm placing this right in the inner corner. And then I'm going to pick up the black shadow and start deepening up the outer part. Because I made the under eye so smoky, I felt I need a little bit more balance on the upper part of the lid. I'm going to mix these two Mega Glow highlighters by Wet n Wild. This is my first time trying these highlighters and I thought that they were absolutely stunning. They were very lightweight, but they gave a beautiful reflect to the skin and they mixed perfectly. I'm grabbing Precious Peach by L'Oreal and I'm applying that with my Marc Jacobs blush brush. You guys have seen this blush and this brush a million times. And then using my new favorite Morphe highlighting brush, you guys know the other one was the Y14. I loved that, but now I'm loving this one. And I don't know the names of any of these brushes, but they'll all be listed down below. All right, for lips, I'm going to start off with the Bite Beauty Lip Pencil in number 36. I'm just going to line my lips and then sort of feather it in because I am going to be going in with a lipstick. For lipstick, I'm going in with Butterscotch by Dose of Colors. This is one of the most beautiful nudes. I thought it was going to be a little bit too pale, but I actually love how it looked, especially with this look because the eyes are so incredibly bold. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and clean up the edges. For mascara, I'm using the Dior Show Pump and Volume Mascara. I absolutely love this mascara. I think it's fantastic. I do get like some little flecks that kind of pop down every once in a while, but they usually dry really quickly and they're easy to brush off. But I just really like the formula and it spaces out my lashes really nicely. And then for my lower lashes, I'm using CoverGirl Lash Blast something. I don't know, it's the curved one. I'm just going to quickly set my brows with the Tartiste Brow Gel. And then I'm going in with the Lotus Lashes in number 110. They're super fluffy and exaggerated. They definitely enhance the cat eye effect. And then to finish off the look, I'm going in with the Ready Set Radiant Mist by Tarte. I absolutely love this. It literally smells like a tropical drink, like a mojito. And it just makes your skin look absolutely luminous. Alright guys, that is it for this look. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. All of that will be listed down below. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please let me know in the comments down below, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.